Hey everybody, what's up and welcome back to the Starcraft 2 Ownage Shack. It's David here bringing you another English commentary of Starcraft 2. And today I have a very special replay lined up for you. It's going to be a game by LiquidHuk, released in his most recent replay pack against the Zerg player STAce. Now, Huck, if he actually needs an introduction, then I think you should just quit this game right now, because this is one of the best Protoss players around right now. He is so good. He has a 73.8% winning ratio on the North American server. And he's actually no longer in the top 200 on that server, but that's because he's now started playing on the Korean server. And over there, he has a 55% winning ratio, which is still very, very good. And he's 82nd. So hard to do that. That just shows you the magnitude of LiquidHuk. And on top of all this, he actually won MLG Raleigh, so he even has a win. He's so good, guys. He's a sick beast. That's basically what I'm trying to say here. And his opponent, STAce, I really don't know much about, other than the fact that he's Korean, which is pretty obvious considering this is a Korean replay, and his name is, as you can see, displayed right there in Korean text. But yeah, aside from that, I don't know much about him. And I'm assuming he's really good, though, because he is playing against Huck. So I'll be interested to see his play style and maybe learn some things about Zerg from him. Anyway, so immediately we see that Huck is scouting around the Zerg base here. We see the spawning pool going up, the extractor going up before that, now probably going to be mined by 3 drones. There they go. That's generally just an indicator that he's going to be getting speedlings fast. If you do this way, you're going to have 100 gas the moment that pool finishes, and you can immediately start your research on metabolic boost to get those speedlings coming out. Meanwhile, over here we have a gateway going down by the ramp. Going to start walling that off to prevent a possible run by Zerglings. The Overlord is just chilling out here, checking everything that's going on. Going to get some great intel until the first Stalker comes out, which is going to push that back across the map over there. Anyways, we do see that he's almost got those 100 Vespene gas, and I'm actually kind of surprised he's going for this on this map, because it is Scrap Station, which has a pretty easy to take natural for both players. It's very well defended. It's got a nice little choke there. It does have these destructible debris, however, which can play a role later on in the game. We see the probe is moving over here, so it's definitely possible he could be hiding this over here to place a pylon maybe in the future, or just to do a little scout later. Now we see the hatcheries going down. At the same time, we see a cyber core and another gateway coming up. A little bit unusual here, but still nonetheless, it's all within the realm of possibility. We see second gas coming up for Huck, and it's pretty fast, that second gas, so it's most likely going to be some robo play. 2 Zerglings trying to get up, but as you can see, the Zealot actually chokes that off. I know it doesn't seem like it, but it will be much more apparent when that gateway finally gets complete, and there you go. Another pylon being warped in by the Nexus. Probes are going to work, 6 on gas, looking pretty good. We see a battle for the Xel'Naga Watchtower with the Zerglings quickly win, surrounding that probe, bursting him into flame, and they're going to basically poke around here at the front. Not going to be able to do too much, though, until some roaches come out, if that is what our Zerg player decides to do. So they'll open the production tab right now, so you guys can see exactly what's going on without me having to be there on the map. We see 2 queens are now out, and a creep tumor quickly moving to the expansion. This is great. It's going to allow the queens to travel much faster than this. You can see they're slow as dirt off if dirt is slow. I'm not too sure about that analogy, but either way, they're pretty slow off creep. And if as a Protoss player gets Void Rays, you really need 2 queens to combat that. And on this map with such a short air distance, air is going to be a pretty huge possibility. We now see the Zealot Sentry kind of build going on for Huck here. This was a little bit more popular in the early days of StarCraft 2, although I guess technically we are still living them. At the same time, we have tons of lag going on, which just shows you how sick this match is. And a Zergling goes right into the base. He is going to see everything that's happening here. I'll bet you that is not what Huck wanted. He is just going to let this Zergling roam free while he pushes across the map by the Xel'Naga Watchtower. Try and take out a few Zerglings here. Meanwhile, we have the Zerg player droning up hard. 22 Zerglings are coming out right now to help repel this force. The sentries are going to do very well with their force fields, and it looks like Huk is going to be wise to back out of there. At the same time, we do see hallucination and a roach warren going on. The roach warren is going to be great to bust down these zealots, possibly bust up the ramp, maybe attack the expansion that's now going down, while the hallucination by the Protoss player, Huk, is going to be very, very crucial in scouting the Zerg to see what he's doing. Now, it looks like a huge push is coming here from the Zerg player with all these Zerglings, but he wisely backs out. Against this number of sentries, it's really going to be tough with those force fields to actually crack open this defense. And we do have a forge going down for Huk now. Most likely going to be used to get a few cannons, and there are the hallucinations coming up. They're going to scout right across the map here. We just follow these guys. We can see they go right in. Going to get attacked by the queen, but they're going to see everything. They see the roaches. I don't know if they see the spire, though. Where's that spire going down? Ah, yeah, they definitely saw the spire, so all secrets have been revealed for STAce. Huk knows what's going on, and he's quickly getting another gateway, so he's going for a 4-gate expansion kind of build with all of these zealots and sentries. There's an engagement coming up, force fields going down. Oh my god, tons of Zerglings actually get just ripped apart by the zealots' psi blades in there. Excellent use of force fields, trapping half the army of STAce and just ripping them to shreds. Now he's going to push up across the map while he's saturating his expansion with probes. Again, I'm lagging, but that is okay because this is the last time it's going to happen before I get that new hard drive. You know, I actually kind of wonder why this is happening in the first place. It's kind of unusual. Anyways, enough about that. The Zerglings here are not going to be able to defend this Xel'Naga watchtower. They're going to quickly get repelled. All of these forces are going to be doing probably some significant damage, actually. The roaches might be out in time, though. He's got 6 on the way, so that could be pretty huge, actually. And if we look, we see the weapons level 1 upgrade is coming. It doesn't look like Huk is actually going to wait for that to complete to push in. He really wants to press his advantage right now, probably before the Zerg can mass up a huge army. Now he's already got the queens in place. The engagement is coming. Force fields go down, block out 2 roaches, 3 roaches in the back, doing absolutely nothing. Now they finally get a few shots off, but the zealots are just going to town on these roaches in the front lines. They're getting slaughtered. Blood is everywhere. The queen is hiding in the corner, but no, she goes down instantly. But more reinforcements come to push Huk away. Excellent defense here by STAce. He's not going to be able to do too much off the creep, though. He might want to just back out just in case some force fields go down. Although it is nice to kind of waste the energy of the sentries. They're going to be pushing all the way back where Huk has already massed up a nice stalker force here. Going to do very well versus these roaches. They could be on the menu for this Protoss army now. They are very slow off creep, but looks like he's just going to let him go. We now see that that level 1 upgrade is almost complete, which is going to be very huge because he has such a heavy ground army. His expansion is fully operational, as is the Zerg's, and the Zerg is actually now going for the gold expansion, so that is very interesting. Usually you see them take this one next. It's just a bit more logical because it's where your creep is going to be. Much easier to reinforce, but then again it is in the middle, and it's very easy for the Protoss player to notice. So it looks like we're having a little lull in the action. We have 2 Evo chambers going down. Going to get those essential upgrades to keep up with Huk's upgrades, who's already working on the ground level 1 armor upgrade. So it's great that he's doing that. He's got an in-base hatchery to go for his macro. It looks like he just got the spire, but didn't actually opt to get the mutas out of it. Just threatened them. We do see the missile attacks level 1 is going up, though, as well as the ground carapace level 1. Going to get the armor and the attack for the roaches out of those 2 Evo chambers I just mentioned.